Welcome to Pool Pro Office Training Video Series. Today's video is going to be how to create a weekly maintenance order in Pool Pro Office. We'll go ahead and head to our Service tab. One thing I want to check before I create one is make sure our service invoice batching type is set for either a monthly calendar view or for a 4-week month view. Different pool builders will bill their clients differently. Some will do it by month, most by month, and some will do it every 4 weeks. So you have to choose which one. The current one we have is bill by month. Next step is I'm going to go ahead and find the client that I have. And I'll just pick anyone here for today. We'll pick Mr. Jones. And we're going to go to Bob Jones. I'm going to go to the Service tab for Bob Jones. And we're going to add a service order. This time we're going to choose weekly. And this could be done for a daily, multi-weekly, monthly, quarterly, biannual, or annual. But I'll click weekly. And then I'm going to create that. This is going to be a work order. And then I'm going to fill this out. We're going to do weekly maintenance. And the service tech is going to be J. It's going to be issued by myself. Type of issue is going to be weekly maintenance. Work type is going to be service. Schedule date we're going to have on this is going to be on Mondays. So I'm going to put the next Monday on the 23rd. That's my schedule date. Then I'm going over here to reoccurring events. Here I am on the 28th. And this one I am actually going to build out for 6 months. The 28th, 29th would be the last one. So that's my 6 months worth of service calls. This is going to be weekly. And the service tech is going to be J. And the work type is going to be a service. Weekly pool care. The amount, that one's going to be $95 a month. Not per visit, that would be if you were doing it by week. And we're going to add those reoccurring events. And we've got it marked as a batch processing. Let's say this client, before the 6 months was completed, decided to cancel their service. You'll have the ability to remove the service calls you just created. And clicking Add Reoccurring Event and Batch Customer, we're going to click Yes. It's going to create 22 service calls during this time. And it will generate all 22 of those service calls and put them on the calendar to be scheduled out, and it'll be also on the daily report on what service calls are available, which could be also sorted by service tech. So those service calls, once they're put into the program, you'll be able to pull those up and view those by service tech also. So you could have their daily sheet on their service calls they have to go to. Depending on how many service calls you've added, and I always put either if it's a 6-month agreement or build it out to a year at the most. If you do not put something down as an end date, the program's going to sit there and spin for a long, long time until you figures out where infinity is. So you don't want to create to infinity. You want to create a timeline. I typically, if you don't have an agreement date, would recommend an annual date that you pick for all service calls to redo their service reoccurring events in Pool Pro Office. So we've added those, and those have all been now added to the calendar, added to the schedule, and ready to service. So that's how you add a reoccurring event, weekly pool maintenance, to Pool Pro Office. Thank you, and have a great afternoon.